Hey there everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to today's AbleSys update. We had a nice trading session today. Market sold off in the morning on news and seemed to recover nicely through the trading session. And that's actually been the case for the last couple weeks since prices have broken out of the narrowing trading range. Although we haven't had a big expansion of volatility, we have seen this week at least some fairly good trading sessions. As part of that, we've seen for the last couple of weeks really strong support down below. We've seen prices come down once, twice, three times, and it looks like it's trading to the upside now. There is still resistance above that would give us about 2% for prices to trade higher, and that's what we'd be looking for on the table going at least in the short term. Changing gears a bit, we'll take a look at the intraday trading this week. It's been very good. Okay, so this is today's intraday session. We started trading up in the morning. Here's the sell-off on news and the intraday recovery. There were 10 trades overall, and 7 of them were winners. We actually start off the day, however, with the loss here. We have the buy signal here, and prices turn around, would get stopped out. There are 4 attempts on the way down, and there's some profit there, but many of the trades, actually this one here in particular, would actually close out and give back some. But the main money to be made here in today's trading session was on the way up, and we had a nice run up midday, and a couple more stabs at that long signal, and a sell-off at the end, which started off with some profit but closed out, so there wasn't any really follow through in the sell-off in the afternoon. Okay, so here's today's the report that we have for the 10 trades. So the hypothetical entries and exits are here on the chart. Following best practices, we would have had a couple of these trades really contributing most of the profit, but today was a day where it was dynamic enough of a trading session. We didn't really have much in the way of actual losses today. The market was moving pretty much throughout the session, so we had about 70% winning rate. That in itself isn't super important, because the key part of what AbleTrend is designed to do is to ensure that we have bigger winning trades and really to keep the losses very small. I have here a report for the trades from Monday through Wednesday. And as we can see here, it is still consistent with what we were observing. There were 25 trades here, 10 today, so there was 35 trades so far this week. We're accounting for $15 cost per trade in the hypothetical analysis here. And so when we look at the performance, obviously again this week has been very good. The trading range, even though the ranges actually aren't extraordinary, but they are getting better than what we saw in the last session. And most importantly for this week, we've seen more dynamic ranges. So even the range here for today was 89 points. We had opportunities on the way down and on the way up. And that's what we saw on last Thursday's session as well, where we had the opportunity to trade on the way down and on the way up. So even though the range, I think on Thursday, was 86 points, following best practices, we might have seen a gain of about 84 points. That's almost basically catching the top to the bottom. Obviously, it's not trading from the bottom to the top. It is doing that over a number of trades. Speaking of which, on last Monday's call, I talked about how we were expecting a choppy sort of week, a quieter trading session, and that most of the gains might have come on one of the days. Like most of the gains would be contributed from one trading session, and that was the case. We saw that here, where it had contributed about 1,700 of the 1,900 gain for the week. So we can see here, when we have a choppy week, the winning rate was lower. But what's really important and consistent with AbleTrend is that the average winning trade here is still almost 3 times greater than the losing trade. So that's how that week could have still ended up as a profitable week. Okay, hope that was helpful. Before we end the call, I'd like to let everybody know that we are having a sale. Be sure to look out on the website for the Memorial Day sale going on through the end of the month. The information will be going up shortly. And if you like this type of content, give us a like on YouTube. It certainly helps us to let us know that we're doing the right thing. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll be back soon.